Hi, back again. We start with a new tutorial series, and it is a tank, and it's called Kugelblitz. It's a German tank, and we want to build them. We start with yeah, I don't know how it called in English, track or such. And you see this very complicated one, very complicated. And we try to separate it in different parts to try to make such. So at first I want to do their roll on cylinder. So add mesh cylinder. We look how many words. 32. That's too much. We can take their 24. But it's too much too normally. That's not easy. We look first. Then we can decide what we do. So rotate. I click here to move, so I see the axis there. Road Y 90 degrees. Scale X. That is the first roll. Normally that is free in the middle, so that you can plug in some, but you don't see that later, so we don't need to make it better there. But we need now here a part comes down and that goes here into. So that means we take here something from that and put it away. So think that part here we can delete. So with background selection, C circle selection, mark that and delete that. So that is left. Then we took that one and E to extrude, grab in the Y. That is the base structure of that. The same we make there. Top view, E to extrude, grab Y and set it to the same point. Then we can close here the back face, F, and we can close the side with F, but normally we don't need to close it there, but eagle, we do that. Good, that is the one part of thousands. We can now, must look that lace on the bottom, so rotate X 90. Okay, now it should be that, so rotate Y 90, rotate Y 180, so that's correct. Then rotate Z 180, then we have original that one. So we see we must make it longer there. So edit mode, we tap, C circle selection, get the down part and grab to the C. Yeah. Good. That is one part of that. We try to get a little bubble on it. So we have to object apply the rotation scale of it, of the object. Then we get here this one, Control B and move. That's it. Better we go back and make only Control B, only one. You can handle that by rolling the middle mouse button, Control B, move the mouse and roll the middle mouse button if you want to get more than one bevel. So that's that. That is enough for the moment. Normally that must be beveled 2, but I don't know that makes sense. No, let that. And yeah, we see here some stripes, so that means we have to shade smooth, and then we have one part of them. So this part we need sure on the other side too, but before we do that, we make, or we try to make each part singular. So that is the down part, and that's the upper part, and that is the same, and that we must build. That is horrible. That is masterclass. So we try to make that middle part. You see it here. That is a thorn that comes out, but with this round edgy thing there too. Test both. That means Shift D, make a copy of that. Then we rotate it, rotate Y 180 degrees. That's turned completely around. We plug it there beside, and there must come thorn out of this object. That means we need to make here a hole in. Now we see that very good because of the many pictures in the background, but who cares? Face selection, we get this face here, and extrude scale. I must look how this thorn looks. It is a rectangular. Okay, that goes smaller in the middle then. Okay, but it must be bigger. I think that can work. So we grab them more into. So grab Y, I think, yeah. But we must before extrude. So extrude, grab Y. So we have the hole inside. We plugged it through that all and scale that down. So we have that thorn there. Can be a little bit longer, I think. And I must again see my axis, so that's it. And that should be rounded up. So we need there a bevel also here at the front. We try it, I don't know, that works like I think that in my head. So we have marked that, and then Control B, remove, and that's it. Yeah, for me that looks good. Here are shading errors. That is because we shaded flat, and some parts are flat, so they can't be shaded flat. That makes no sense. So because of that, you can take that ring there and set that face to shade flat. And then this part is gone, this arrow, or how you call that. When we then look into the other ones, that is okay for that moment. It's only a try to get that all. And we make the top part other than the down part. That is important too. So we have two things, and that is a special one. It's not the same like that, nearly, but not really. And now is the question what we do. It is here bigger than there. And now is the question, we build that singular and take that as normal. Or we build that completely singular, then we can let that like it is. And that is the big question here. I think we must get this one here and give them a little turn there. Okay. Horrible. So Shift D, make a copy of that. Then rotate Y 180 degrees. So we have that. And now we see it is longer here at this part. And it starts to get leaned at this point. So we need there a point where we can lean that, and the point must be there. So I disable the background selection and get here a knife tool, and get from here till there and cut that. Cutting with spacebar. So we have that. Now we must lean this side, but we only can lean them when we cut here through it. So horrible. But it must be done. So what we do? Cut. And the same we need on the other side too. Oh, that looks really horrible. But who cares? Spacebar to accept. So now we can set one side more till that direction there. So we get now background selection on. Tab for edit mode. Alt A to deselect all. Get back to the coordinate system. C circle selection. Select that one and lean that. So that must be the base structure for the rest there. But all will not be easy, and I only will say that before. I have no plan how to do that. I only try to find a way to do that. Good. Next one should be that. What is the simplest way to build them? That is the good question. We see here it has a round form there. That says me we must take there a cube and use a modifier, the subdivision modifier. So we try first to make that part there. But I think that is this line there maybe. And here comes the other spike out. I must see that. That is very, very, very complicated one. And there is the thorn there. Wow. Better you try not such shit like I do sometimes. Yeah. Most of the days I do such horrible things. So that part is important to make first. Good. We should try to make that. How that looks? That looks like that. Okay, we start. We see. Add mesh cube, scale down. Oh, bad idea. My god. Scale Y. All other people say I make too often things that are so complicated that no other one will do such, yeah. But that makes it interesting, yeah. Extrude that here out and extrude again and bring that out. Extrude, but not that high is the other. It's lower, then it comes to bending, and it goes there to this point. That point must be smaller there, so we go first down, then we get edge selection, we get this edge here, and bring them more there. That should give that form for us, but we need the other ones there too, but for the moment we'll let that. So we give them here a subdivision surface. We see he tries to bend all. That we don't want. We want to have control over that, so Control R, make their loop. Then we can control that roundness there. Same up there, the same here. That must be round, but then we need a higher roundness factor. And we need here sharp sides, so Control R, make there 2 loops in, and scale Y. So we have now sharp one, and that sharpens up that automatically, and that is the good one. We see that part can be a little bit smaller, and that a little bit longer. So that means we have to take this part with vertex selection and select them and bring them a little back. Then you see it floats like there, nearly. That can be a little bit more to the right. So we take with C, circle selection, that one, and bring them there as long as it takes to get this part there. We see that is much rounder than our one. So we have Control R to get the loop in. Then we try to bring that out so we can handle the roundness there. Then we must go here to the same height. Then this part must be slided to the side. So F3 on keyboard, then type in slide, and we need an edge slide, so we take edge slide and then we can slide around there to sharpen up this edge before we do such other. Good. For me that looks nearly good, but here we must go a little bit deeper, and that looks really good. Good. That is this part. There is nothing for that all. That is only that we built here. Is this one down under, I think. Really complicated one. So we have to build this ring. So we build that. That means we take here object, add mesh, a circle with 12 and scale that down, rotate X 90 degrees, scale down, bring it in front. Then we extrude scale that, so we get that. Then we extrude scale again and F to close that. Now we want to bring this part more into, so we get here face selection, Alt and right mouse button, extrude, and bring it back. So we have that screw look. Then we get here the backline, outline, and extrude that backboard. I don't know how long, but think such like that. Then we try here shade smooth. So, oh, it was the last words. So we only can take here the subdivision now. The word count then is horrible, but what we will do. So Control R, we make a loop at the back to sharpen up. Control R, make another loop and bring them till the front to sharpen up. And this part should be not rounded or not as rounded as it is, so we take a Control R loop again and here one again, so that sharps up that, and then we have a sharper one than before, but we must do it all the time, always there. Control R, make there a loop, and Control R, make there a loop. So that should be sharp enough. So that is this part. That is not that big, so we have to bring that back part, Control plus, and bring them back. I think such like that. We grab it and bring it till there, I think. Yeah. And bring them to the Y that it looks out. Then we can handle the back side to bring them to fit with the other one. So we have that. Now we look what's going on next. That is this part here with the little spike there. Wow, that hits any word calculator. When you make thousands of them, wow, I think that's not a good idea. But we must start everywhere, so we try first that, then we see what we got. So what we build is this part and that part. Let's look at the back part. Where is the back part? Here. We have built that here and that, and now we must build that. Wow, crazy stuff. So we must build that here, that little one. Here it looks not as round as there. I want to see backside. And it comes normally out of the roundness there at the bottom. Here you see it from the side. That is our object, that is the other object, and from this part that comes out. Okay, and goes down to the middle. Wow, shit. Good. Shift D, we copy that to get a secure copy file save when we make shit there. So how we do that? Good question. Next question. That one is leaned in real, and then we should get out here some. That means we must take both and lean that like it is there, and that means rotate X 90 degrees, rotate, then plug it there. Yeah, we have it. Okay, and now this platform must come out here, so from this object. That means we need this one here, that, I disable the background so we can see that better. That part must come out. Must come out. That is correctly. Wow, that will be so shit. I think I make that as a single object. That is better, I think. When we get that, so that's horrible. Yeah, we make it as a simple new object. So add mesh cube, scale down. Wow. Scale Z. Then we get here the edit mode with tab, edge selection. Get here this edge there and bring them out. And that should be the base structure. We get here a little bit back. And then we only have to make it as thick as it should. And that should connect, when I'm right, with the part there, with the back part of the roundness. Yeah. I must look correctly. That is this part with the smaller getting stuff there. But here in the background is then another one. So there comes another one. Wow. Oh shit. I hate it really. How should anyone understand that topology there, yeah? Good. It comes nearly to the end of that one and then comes another one out there. Wow. Okay. I don't understand myself sometimes, so yeah, but ego. We need here a band-aid. So that means we must extrude that part there, so get face selection and extrude it out. Then we bring that edge in. And then he should round up that part. So we need a loop in here. And bring here part out. So we take that face, extrude with E and bring down. So when we now bring there a subdivision surface on it, that will hopefully scale Y look like it should. So we make there subdivision surface on it. Maybe not 2, but maybe. Good. Okay. We make there a loop at the back to sharpen that, and at the other side too. So that is sharpened up, but we see that here must be sharpened up. So Control R, make there a loop and bring that up. Good. Here that starts. So Control R, make there a loop to sharpen that more up. But then we need another one there, or we plug that more to the side. So we take word selection, C circle selection with background selection and bring that more there. That makes more sense. Control R to make there a loop. Control R, make there a loop. So, but here the bending should be higher, so we go here more there, and with these 2 points more there. Then a little bit more up. But it's a little bit bended or such. Don't see that correctly. But I think the whole front is a little bit away. Yeah, from top you see it. this complete line must be the same as the other one, so C circle selection, get that and bring that to float. So we have to do that here. Oops, without that. And scale x 0. And so we make that with all this stuff. Scale x 0. And with the last one, scale x 0. Good. So that makes that a little bit better, but all in all, that is too fat. So we have to go here down, so that means we have C circle selection, get that top one, bring that down till that point. That here looks nearly good, but we must go here near that it floats into the other one there. So that means we must go here with C circle selection a little bit near and take this one also near, that we get a bending there that can be possible, such like that. Yeah, it should be such like that. So we bring that there into and onto, bring it there. We must look how we make that with the bending and leaning and such, but for the start, good. Object, shade smooth. So we have that one. Now we need that roll there, like the other roads too. Wow, who the fuck makes such a shit? German mega something. So you see it there. It must be more into, but the same like that in principle. But we don't work with principles. So we get here add mesh cylinder. 12 was okay. Scale down. Rotate Y90. Scale up. That should be that part. Scale what X. Get it more like that. Good. We should bring that till that point where the other one is. So we can look side view and the other views. I don't know at which position that correctly is, so I must first look and check that out. That position is in the middle of that one, I think. And when we look, it looks at the smallest part down under. At the smallest part down under. That's correctly. Good. That is nice. Object, shade, smooth. Good. Why that is dark? Because there is a flat one, and so we have to shade that flat. So we take that both faces and take here shade flat. Then it has a normal look. Oh, what we forgot there? We have not closed the back part. So we have to do that, mark that, F to close that. Good. Wow, crazy thing. I never want to do that again when I get it now correctly. And I think that one must be straight. You can get no screw to that when it is leaned. So we rotate that it is straight. So that makes that more possible. Here. That one should be all more into and back. Good, but we need here a bevel on each side then. So Control R, make there 2 loops in. Scale X. And get here the loops. Control B, bevel. Control B, bevel. So we have that. Wow. I'm not at the half and I'm ready to die. That is horrible. Horrible. File, save as Tank 2 in German Panzer. Good. And this round thing and the down part should come to the back. That's the down part. And that with the outstanding part there. Is that an outstanding part or not? Oh, heavy to see. Yeah, it is outstanding. Good, we try it. We have no plan, so we try it. We join that all together. Make first a copy, Shift D, then object join. So we have that one. We need there a subdivision surface on it. Level 2 is a little bit too much for such. We'll let that as it is in a moment. So, and then we must get that grab and bring that to the other ones. And we see that is made for the turn. So rotate X 180 degrees. No, it is completely turned. That is very bad. So that must be turned, not, but mirrored. Object, mirror, interactive mirror, hold middle mouse button and move. That is the right position for that, I think. I hope. We see. Yeah, that makes sense, but that should be on the same height as there. Good. That means that part must come more till the side there. So we take here that edge and bring them straight to the others. And these two edges, only the edges. So we take here grid selection, look from the front, C to select that one and bring that to straight looking line. Yeah. And now we have that here and the part there and the big one there. But we see that can be smaller, so scale X, not all. We want only that, so edit mode L to select only that, scale X. Bring that till the other one. And I think that here can be bigger, lean to that side. So L, select that. Wow, why am I doing such shit? Fucking stuff there. So we need here the normal direction or the local. Here we need the normal direction, but who cares? We take that back face, Control plus, and move then a little to the set. So that is bigger now, but then it must come here more into. So L to select that one and bring that more into. But then that is okay. That is okay. But that one can be a little bit back and a little bit turned, I think. Must look good for me. That is good enough. Now we can make that here a little bit more there. But when we do that, you know it, and I know it, that not will be that easy. But we made it. Wonderful day for me. Don't know you, but it's okay. Very complicated one. And grabbed it till that position there. And we see not all fits like it should. So that must be smaller. The other one must be bigger there. And that one must be higher and smaller too. But we have a start. So we try to set them with top view till a position where we can say that one must come smaller, bigger or such. So we bring them all at the same height. Then we must look how we get that correctly. Look from the side, it's numpad 3. There we see we must make that roll there the same L size as the other one. So we grab it there. Then we should have it. Yes, it is now the same size. We only must tweak them once again. And this part here must come more there, because that here, oh, be careful, this one must come more there, and this part more there. So this one has to come more there, but that will not be that easy. And it gives the baddest topology ever. Yeah. So looks half the way like something that can be possible. I don't know. Here it needs a roll then later. And this part must be the same like that. So we take numpad 3. We take our object and with L we select only the back part there. And that should be, oops, there's some other marked. So L, select that, scale, grab. And then we have the same size there, but not the same height. So we must only bring that up. Oops, better make that with absolutely grab X, so that you say this axis should be there. Good. Then that here is too long. So we take that down part here, incomplete. That will be the best. So mark that. What he marked there too? Wow, nervy. Okay, so we take that here, that one, and this, and this. Let's look that it is correct. 32, that, and that. So now we can bring them more up. So that looks better. That one is leaned, so that have to be bigger. So Alt A, disable or selected, then L to select that one, and scale in the, get back to global axis, and scale X. Such like that. Good. So that is all the same. When we look from the side, we only must go here a little bit up. And then we have a nearly, not really, but nearly, one that is correct. Good. Must work on that for sure. But we have done the start, and we will then get on and on and on to figure out how that object really looks and how we build that to go on. We have 7,000 in the moment for that. I think 20,000 we will need minimum, and when you count that, you can imagine how big that will be. And when we have built that, then we try to make it with less. But first we try to make it good. File, save, so we see us in the next tutorial part. Thanks a lot for watching. Bye.